Not that they didn't do the job, it's just we found out other things.
The Wi-Fi went off, the air conditioner went off, and the power went off. Are you sure you want to come in? Do you ever feel like quitting? Well, guys, we officially hit that mark. Do you ever feel like quitting?
Do you ever feel like the weight of 1,000 decisions rests on your shoulders or your mind?
Do you ever just feel like there are so many things out of your control happening and you just don't know how to handle it all?
You just want to throw your hands in the air and say, I am done.
Sometimes life just brings us to the edge of that point where you just feel like enough is enough. And like one more thing is just gonna push you over that edge.
The straw that broke the camel's back.
Well, guys, we officially hit that mark. So for those of you who are just joining us, this is our not so perfect life where we work and live in our RV and travel the country trying to make everyday life beautiful and encourage you to do the same in your life.
And honestly, guys, we know that that's not always the easiest thing to do, especially when a world of mess is going on all around you, right?
Can we not all relate in some way to this life not being so perfect?
Yeah, so today we're gonna dig a little bit deeper than we normally do. And we're gonna be pretty vulnerable about some of the things that we have had to deal with behind the scenes and how we have reached our limit.
Because we believe by sharing our story that you might be able to relate and that our story could reach you on a different level. Because honestly, guys, this channel is not all about us and our not so perfect life.
Right.
Because life is just not so perfect sometimes for all of us.
Ain't that the truth? So to catch you up to speed, our house on wheels needed some repairs. Fridge was broke and the slide was broke. So we drove it back to the dealership, Little Dealer, Little Prices in Prescott Valley, Arizona, to get it worked on. And
just when we thought we were gonna pick it up and take it back to get settled in, we realized there were a few other things that needed to be fixed.
wouldn't life have it?
Right, a little bit of a mystery, huh?
I mean, if you guys want to leave it, you can try to squeeze it in the next day or so, or if you just want to bring it back next time you're here.
Yeah, if you can get to it in the next day or so.
And then we can just take the keys back into the...
We'll take the keys back inside. Not that they didn't do the job, it's just that we're finding out more. We found out other things that we're
checking
unaware.
into.
Yeah.
And thankfully, we were in Arizona where we have friends and family that could help to put us up while our rig is in the shop getting fixed. And just a little side note tip, if you are full-timing, it is so important that you find a trusted dealership or mechanic that you can take your rig to where you have friends and family or at least a home base to stay at while all of those repairs or those things are getting addressed.
Yeah.
Because you'll probably need it from time to time.
And thankfully, in this instance, we did have a good family friend who lives in the valley that was like, hey man, I'm not gonna be there at my house, you're welcome to use it. And it was a huge blessing to us because it gave us a place to stay.
Except for that, while he was out of town and we were there,
We experienced this.
Lover?
yeah.
What are you doing?
I can't even really see you.
I know. It's because there's no lights on and I have a flashlight.
Well, I was just sitting here working and everything just shut off. The Wi-Fi went off, the air conditioner went off, and the power went off. Check the breakers, and then if there's nothing that's tripped, then I don't know, what do we do?
Probably just call the power company and find out what's happening.
This is so cool.
All right, I'll go check the breaker.
And okay, it appears that nothing is tripped.
I just checked the breakers outside. We have to call the electric company.
Okay.
It's like there's a song about this, I swear to you.
Does it go something like, everything sucks, yeah, yeah, yeah?
No, I was thinking like, everything is awesome.
I guess I'd probably sing the version 2. Everything's not awesome. It's not.
Oh, I see light. I see it on. I think the power's back on. I think somebody sees what happened.
The light came back on.
It did. Yeah, that's basically good news.
The electric company said it wouldn't be till midnight, at least it's like 11.
Yay! Small victories.
Oh, yay. Let's go to bed.
Let's do it. Sleep.
All right, we hear you. Electricity going out, that all might be kind of normal things that we all experience.
Like not a huge issue, right?
Right, not a big deal. It came on same night. Okay, we'll give you that. However, when it is compounded with what feels like just blow after blow after blow after blow, and thing after thing after thing after thing. In the midst of all of that, we tried to move forward and just keep going.
Right.
Just so many different things. If you don't know, our son broke his leg in June.
How's he doing?
Not very good. He's in a lot of pain. Basically, our entire life got put on hold to make sure that he was taken care of. We get back to Arizona, we drop off our rig to get fixed, and as it would be, one of his bones is not healing properly. It looks kind of like this. And during that time, we take Kian to see an orthopedic surgeon for his professional opinion on everything that's happening with Kian's leg. But the orthopedic surgeon says to us, we should take him in for surgery to have them re-break it, try to realign his bone. But he says this is actually a pretty gray area. It's my recommendation that you do it, but it's not black and white. What do you think?
When you take all of these things that happen in such a short amount of time, right? We're having to make now again this really significant life decision that's a gray area. It just made it so hard. It was like all of this at once. And so yeah, now the light's going off while our rig is getting repaired, our home essentially, it was just almost too much.
I can't speak for him. His shoulders may be thicker than mine, but for me, this night nearly crushed me. I just had it up to here.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm done. I quit. I cannot literally take one more thing, like raining on us. Like when it rains, it pours. It was pouring, and I just was at my wit's end. It was like, can we please just have something normal? Sometimes we think things should just line up perfectly, and that's normal, but they don't always. The point is that we all have these times in our life when it feels like it is just too much. How can we walk through all of these things?
Yeah.
Because we're faced with them whether we want to face them or not.
Yeah.
And quitting, truthfully, doesn't gain anything. I can't just say, I give up, this is too much, I quit. We still have to look at reality and say, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
We had to come to a point and say, there's a lot of things out of our control. So what do we do with the things we can control?
Right.
How do you cope with difficult things in your life?
You take control of your time and you take control of your mind. right? Those are the two things that you can ultimately control.
For me, I don't know about you, but I felt like there was so much chaos going on around.
Mess, just mess. There was a
mess. Just a mess in my mind, a mess all around us.
Right.
I needed one thing that I could do to help create some peace.
Right. What are you doing?
Give me just a minute and I'll tell you. You all have been there and done that on a family road trip. And there's just like trash shoved into the side and like kids' stuff shoved in and trinkets and snacks and food and all that. So when you are RVing and you have a vehicle, let's just be real. It gets to be a hot mess, especially with kids and an animal, and the hair is obnoxious. So it's carpe diem. We don't have the rig right now, so I'm cleaning this mug, and it is disgusting. Actually, I can't really see, so I'm just gonna put these on first.
It's no. It's because your future's so bright. You gotta wear shades.
Got to. This is a little vulnerable here, peeps, but this is just the reality. This is the real talk here, straight talk. Are you sure you want to come in? Welcome to the world of kids and dogs. Look at this. It's like hanging from... Okay, guys. Dog hair does not come up easily. I've tried tape, but I feel like that's a waste of resource. I've tried one of the clothes rollies. Again, it takes up so much because it's also getting the dirt. So if you are a pet owner and you have some sort of awesome magical secret that you do for your car and your pet, please let us know down below. Hashtag dog hair do care. I want this dog hair cleaned up, guys. Help us out.
So we took control of the one thing we could control at the moment, right? Which is cleaning out the truck. That coping method, I guess, allows us to sort of vent out or just relax our minds so that we don't take things out on those around us. Another coping skill that we use is to kind of get out and surround ourselves with those that we love and we know will support us.
Especially when you are feeling down and feeling the weight of so many things. I think it's important that you find an opportunity to get out, enjoy life, and soak in the time that you are given. We can't control what happened yesterday. We can't control what's going to happen tomorrow. But what we do have is right here and right now. So for us, this day, this moment, was all about putting things aside and focusing on what we could do, which was make some memories with our family.
So I think it's important that you meet everybody that we spent the day with. First, this is Derek. You may remember him from the Grand Canyon video, and if you haven't met him from that one, we totally encourage you to check out our adventure from those 3 days so you can get to know Derek firsthand. This is his wife Shasta, his son Dane, and of course Bailey, who also was a part of a video when we celebrated reaching 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, she's got a personality that's about as big as Texas. This is Dellynn's mom. Her name is Vicky. Often I'll call her Mama V. And this is Larry. He's the patriarch of the whole family. He's respected and trusted, as any good man should be. Okay, so walking through a blackberry patch is seriously kinda no joke. It is literally like a jungle trying to maneuver through all of this. You can't even see Dellynn over there. You can hear her. Hey, lover.
Hey!
Yeah, but you can't see her. She's literally right there.
Berry picking.
Berry picking, yeah. Lover.
Down in the jungle.
If you don't like leaves and branches and bugs and sweat touching you, then blackberry picking is probably not your deal. See what I mean? Lover, you're doing work with your hair there.
It's hot. and real humid, so I'm trying to get my hair. I'm sweating. You gotta work for these blackberries, I tell ya. They're all picked over, so it's like you gotta go hunting for rabbits, but hunting for berries. So you gotta get down in here. See, like right in here, nobody's picking these ones, right? Because they're down underneath here, so, but these are some good ones. A little dirt won't hurt. Oh yeah. Woo! Look at that.
That's like the mother load.
Yeah, buddy. Wow. I think I got them. I mean, they got bugs and dirt in them, but that's all right.
This is kind of reminiscent of last year's apple picking. You know, we kind of went out with some family and some friends out to the apple orchard, if you remember that episode. If not, check that out. I'll put that in the description below. These kind of things are so cool to just get out and do with your family. Go find a local farmer's area, farmer's market, self-pick. That's what it is. A self-picking farmer's, what would they call this? A field?
A local family farm.
So let us know if you've ever done any of that stuff. Shoot, maybe one time in the fall we could come to that farm that you've suggested and
or if you have a farm. If you have a farm, or like an apple orchard, blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, let us know where your farm is so we can bring our kids there.
Oh, that would be fun. So for us, spending time with family was how we chose to make everyday life beautiful, right? And we understand that your situation might not be like ours.
And honestly, what weighs on you may be very different than what weighs on us.
Right.
But we all feel this pressure.
At some point or another, right?
Right, in our lives, we have these decisions to be made that seem overwhelming.
So each one of us eventually has to ask ourselves the question, what do we get from quitting? Because it's not really in my DNA, and it's not really in hers, but sometimes circumstances can be so overwhelming, you just feel like throwing your hands up saying, I'm done. And this is a critical point because it goes way beyond RV living, guys. Right? Sometimes you gotta remind yourself to run and to not grow weary. Like, don't get weak in doing good things. Continue to do them over and over and over.
Some of the best advice that we've been given is get out and serve others. If you feel like you can't do anything for yourself, then do something good for someone else.
Oh man.
Because it's an incredible action, it's an incredible forward motion that is changing someone else's life for the better. Choose carefully who you spend your time with, right? Because if you're down here wallowing and others around you are wallowing too, that's not really much motivation to get up and out.
You want to be sure to be around friends and family that care about you and care about your future. And take control of what you can. Do what you're able to do with what you have. That might be journaling, it might be painting,
Take a bath,
fixing a car,
go for a walk,
building something.
go get a massage.
Yeah.
That is going to help settle your mind.
You know, there's tons of things that you can do to help cope and occupy your space and get you moving.
Sing, worship, that has always been something that helps put my mind in the proper place.
Just literally breathe.
Breathe.
Right.
Give yourself a moment. Give yourself 10 minutes and go and just focus on nothing but breathing in and breathing out.
Right. This ain't crazy Dr. Phil stuff. It is honestly how you can just get your thoughts in line.
Yes.
And just relax. So there was a ton of information in this episode, a ton to go through, and we get it, we understand, and hopefully we leave you light on your feet and not heavy in your mind.
Yeah,
So
we're trying to practice all of these things right now. But guys, it's real.
Yes.
This is kind of the situation that a lot of us are in. And we're not trying to like be a burden to you. We hope that as we're trying to lift our burdens, that we're all lifting each other's burdens at the same time.
yeah, exactly.
You know, we're in this with you guys.
If this has encouraged you, share it with somebody, share our channel with somebody, not for the purposes of just growing what we do here for us, but really growing the community. Because if it's impacted you, it's likely it could impact somebody else.
Yeah.
And really, ultimately, at the end of the day, we just want to reach as many people as we possibly can to encourage, to inspire, and to help just each other really make everyday life beautiful.
Yep. That's what it's all about.
So we will keep on keeping on, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.